Everyone, it is Jamie from Tangles and Things back with a new video today. I am so glad you're here with me. I know it's been a really long time. Again, my life has just been a little bit crazy. I have not been able to operate like I normally do. I have still been creating every single day because it's just my jam, but I haven't really been using my the room that I'm in when I film, and this desk is like my art desk. This is my art space, and I just haven't really been able to make it in here probably in over a month. So I'm here with a new video I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I'm kind of going to do a two-in-one here. This is my Stalogy 365 that I started in January. And since it's the last day of March, I want to do a flip through of the first 3 months that I've done. And I also want to, I did a video where I decorated the front cover. I'm going to do one. I've been wanting to do this ever since the first one. I want to decorate the back cover finally and get that on video. Hopefully it records and works out and looks really good, so I can just do it kind of straight up. I'm trying to do easy peasy, but this is going to be chatty. It's going to be one of the first chatty videos that I've done in a while. And I'll just go ahead and start with a quick flip through. This is all a mess. I have like some work notes and some other just scattered weird things in it. January 1st. I'm just going to really do like a quick flip. These are some James Burke's stamps that I had used, some of his faces, and working on drawing bodies and decorating those. So many of these pages are totally unfinished. Like this one, for instance, I was trying to draw a unicorn for the first time, and I was like, oh, I should try it in here. Lots of unfinished work. Lots of real estate too, which is fine with me because you know, I can come back and add on and add things to the pages. I really just use this every day to try to stay committed to just writing a little bit every day. If I don't have a lot to say, or I'm kind of too busy to really spend a lot of time on a spread, then I might just find a quote that I like, or you know, something like that. I do write a lot of quotes in here, sometimes song lyrics. Sometimes I play around, you know, with just different supplies. This is a Jane Davenport tissue napkin, which I just love. I love all the collage-y goodness. This is some of her papers and stuff. So, you know, I haven't really been able to get real messy in a while. I've been doing all of my creating from the couch, actually. My husband had surgery on his hand at the beginning of the month, and so on his dominant hand, and so, you know, his recovery after that surgery it takes a really long time. Basically, this, I think it's called the sagittal band, which holds your tendon in place, broke, and so his tendon, he just thought he had a sprain, so he waited forever to be seen, you know, to go see a doctor, and then by the time he saw a specialist, they were like, oh yeah, you need surgery. So that's been happening, and I've just been spending a lot more time with him. He's been home since the surgery. I love this guy. He's been out of work for a little while. You know, it's the first time in the 10 years that we've been together that he has been home. You know, normally we hardly ever have days off together. We don't have a lot of time together because our schedules were always opposite of each other, our work schedules and stuff. So, you know, I'm not having as much free time. Like normally when I'm in here making all of my videos and really just getting into my zone, it's because I had a lot of time by myself. This is all Dina. I think I turned this in for a Dina challenge on Facebook. This is all Dina paint and a really cool quote that I loved, Dina Wakely. And I don't remember, I don't think they named what the who said this, but women get to a point in their life where it's really hard to read because it's so messy, where it's not about sex anymore. It's about having a real man to love, trust, and have her back. Oh, I saw that on some meme on Facebook or something, and it just really resonated with me that day. I practice doodling and Zentangling sometimes, and I don't get to finish, you know, because I just get so busy, but, you know, some days I have more time than others. This was a really cool page. And sometimes this is all I can literally say. This is hard. Like, things have been kind of rough lately. But I just try to make sure that I'm, you know, not checking out, and I want to still, like, this is still so blank. I'm just like, I was feeling agitated that day. I was tired, you know. But, sometimes if I have like 5 minutes here and there, like I'm waiting to go to an appointment or something, I'll flip to a page where there's room and space to work on, and I might just do some doodling. Like, see, I leave all my sketch lines and stuff. These are not finished. This was supposed to be doodled all the way around, and I just ran out of time. But, that's something that I'll work on for 5 minutes while I'm early for a doctor's appointment or something. Just trying out different doodly techniques. Whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. I have a whole lot of self-help stuff going on in here. I've been reading a lot about mindfulness in the last month. This I'm going to finish eventually, for sure. I love it. So here we are already in March. I know I'm like blowing through this super fast, but honestly, I just kind of want to give you guys a sneak peek. Anybody who's curious about the Stalogies, the paper is so thin, and it takes watercolor, acrylic, pens. Some stuff will leak through, like Copics will leak through, will bleed through really bad. A lot of my pages are very messy. A lot of times I just throw down watercolor and then doodle over it, write over it. I make notes in it, things I'm thinking about, or if I'm reading a book, I kind of write notes about something that might have stuck out to me from a book. A little post-it I did at work. I like this girl. She's pretty cute. I've also been working on grief recovery. I lost my dad last year. I know some of you know who watch my channel. And, it's just really, it's just been really hard. I just miss my dad, and there's no, grief is just a natural thing, and it's just, I'm working through it. And I am just doing my best to try to stay positive and at least try to learn some things maybe that I am not really familiar with regarding the whole thing. So this was out of one of the grief recovery. I got some books from the library, and this is out of one of the books, Completion and Recovery versus Isolation and Avoidance. So, it's just something I kind of try to keep in mind on a daily basis, because sometimes I do have the tendency to want to isolate myself and avoid. I'm a great avoider of things that just are hard to deal with and stuff. So, some of that good self-help stuff. This is really cute. Recovery means discovering and completing what was unfinished for you in your unique relationship. So it's basically what I've really been trying to, like I said, I've been reading about mindfulness. I've also been reading a lot of art books, and I've just been really working daily to stay positive and try to work through some of the negativity that we're just faced with every day anyways. These were I got some new Jane Davenport, her glitzy pens. And so I was checking those out, and I wanted to swatch out, the both sets that I got. So I have the warm and the cools. Super cute. I saw something similar to this, I think, on Instagram or Pinterest or somewhere, and I just had to sketch her out as soon as I saw it, and then I just will come back and work on her a little bit more here and there. So cute. My little doodles. A lot can happen between now and never. Yeah. I haven't finished my little doodly flowers yet. Trying to draw little creatures and stuff. Also, what was this? I think I used Caran d'Ache, the water-soluble crayons, and then I was trying to use Tombow. I was trying to use different black pens over it, and I think the wax just was not agreeing with the pen that I was using. So I never finished that, or this, really. I have a lot of stuff that's just unfinished. I really love this. I love these colors. I think these are probably Neo colors too, I think. And then, I'll come back and just like doodle around stuff sometimes. This was one I posted on Instagram the other day, just that when I had colored it in, all I had was Crayola markers, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that will work on this paper or in this type of journaling, and they do okay. I like the messy lines that you can see and stuff. And then this I was working on yesterday. There's still some that I really want to finish, and I'm doing this for a Dina Wakely challenge over on Facebook, and I'm almost done. I just kind of switched to something else after I worked on this for a while last night. And then this is the last day for this month. The tax is really big because I have to do the taxes this weekend. I always wait till the last minute. And then, you know, this will be April's page is ready to go. So, you know, as you can see, like I do a lot in this, mostly watercolor. These were sprays, you know, various pens, and also acrylic. I do use acrylic in this as well, just not as much because the watercolors and the neo colors are easier to travel with. You know, I usually don't carry my acrylics around with me. And like I said, my acrylics really are all in this room. Like above where the camera is a huge organizational shelf thing full of my paints and stuff. So I just don't really have them with me. Anyways, with all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and then get this guy ready to decorate the back cover. And then that will also allow me to split up the video. So if you guys want to just go straight to the decoration, then you can. And I have to clean my cover. It has like just junk all over it. It's so funny. Random stuff. This is like work stuff. I have like acrylic and stuff all over my cover. This is, I think, is a Midori cover. And it fits perfectly with the Stalogy, and I'm so happy with it because it's really thin. I didn't want like a bulky cover. I just wanted something really thin and simple, and this works wonderfully. I love it so much. So heads up on that, and I think it was only like $5 when I got it, so I love it. And here's just another look at the notebook. Whoops, I'm gonna knock my coffee all over the place. You know, it gets a little chunky. This is the first 3 months. Isn't it beautiful? I love it so much. All right. All right, I'm gonna pause. I'll be back in just a moment, and we'll get started on getting this decorated. I have a whole bunch of pieces ready to go. I've got my matte gel medium, a water cup with a paintbrush, and I'm pretty sure that's everything I'm gonna need to get this done. So I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, I am back. And this is hands down my favorite part. I haven't even done any collaging in like over a month. It's been that long. It's really sad. But like I said, I couldn't trade the time that I'm getting with my husband for anything. I mean, we just, you know, because he can't do much because his hand is just totally messed up. He has a big old scar. It's crazy. He was like in a cast that like went up to here for the first, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, and he still has like 8 to 10 weeks of recovery or something. I don't know. It's crazy. So there's not a whole lot he can do, and you know, I'm just trying to keep his spirits up. And I finally talked him into watching Game of Thrones. He avoided it for all these years, and I am so much a fan. I love the books. I love the television show. I'm very excited for the new season coming up. And I had planned on rewatching the entire series right before, you know, the upcoming season. I'm glad that they're finally, you know, having an end to it. I think it's gonna be perfect. Anyway, so he had watched the first season with me like years and years ago, and then just totally avoided watching it. He was just like, it's just too complicated. There's too many people, and you know, he's not as big of a fantasy nerd fan as I am. So, you know, he puts up with quite a lot. With like, I have to watch all the Marvel movies. I have to watch all the Star Wars movies. You know, it's just like never ending. So Game of Thrones was one thing I kind of let him off the hook for a while. I said, well, I'm watching it with or without you. And he's been kind of stuck, so he didn't really have any choice. So we watched it all, and he ended up really liking it. I still think he probably didn't like it as much as I do. And that's okay, like, we're just different that way, but I'm still a little surprised, like, how can you not like it? It's like, or love it, you know? I'm just a nerd about it. So we watched that. We watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the entirety of that. So much fun. This is from my Ranger mystery box I got yesterday. And I was like, oh my god, I'm going to decorate my cover, and I think it should totally go on it. So I'm going to try to peel this up a little bit without ruining it. It might not be too late. If you get it like soon enough, I'm just going to have to tear this a little bit. Okay, fine. It's fine. It'll look good. It'll look awesome. I'll just put it randomly in other places, maybe. I'm making a mess out of my fingers. Anyway, yeah, so we've just been, honestly, my routine. Oh, I didn't really mean to do that. Jamie. It's alright, I'll fix it. Here, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna put at least this part back. So our routine has been, I go to work I work Tuesday through Saturday, and then I get home, and we take showers, we figure out dinner, we get our cozy clothes on, our PJs, and we veg out, like totally, almost every single night, which is so great because we've both been dealing with quite a lot of stress for pretty much a long period of time. It feels like it's never ending. And I know he hates, like, he just doesn't do well with doing, just sitting around. He's like a get out and go kind of guy. I am very much like, I would rather hibernate at home forever if I had the chance to, if I could just stay home and never have to leave the house. I could probably really find happiness in that. So, he's been really trapped in the house and stuff, and really bored, and really just a little bummed because, he's just, he can't, he's not as mobile as he needs to be, and he needs to depend on, other people to help him, and it just sort of sucks. He's been a real trooper through the whole thing, though. But yeah, we've just been spending a lot of downtime together, and like I had said before, we've been married for, we've been together for 10 years this year. And this is the first time in all of that time we've ever spent this much time together. It's just totally nuts. Good thing we like each other, right? We have a lot of fun together doing stuff and also doing nothing. And so, it's nice. Especially since things have been so chaotic and stressful and just really difficult in the last, couple of years. It's kind of nice to just be chill for a little while. We don't have friends coming over, like, ever. We used to have friends over all the time. We used to be way social, and right now it's just, we just can't, just can't be as social sometimes. Which I mentioned is fine with me because, I wouldn't say I'm antisocial. I'm just kind of an introvert, and I don't need, I guess just the energy it takes to be really social and go out a lot and be around people all the time is just a little bit too much for me. Just because of anxiety and just kind of the way I am. A little introverted. So yeah, we've been like just bumps on the log for weeks. It's been kind of awesome. But he gets really bored, but he's getting better. So I actually talked him into going out for a little while with his friend. So it's actually the first time I've got him out of the house pretty much without me in a while. So I'm like, I just really need, like, no offense, like, I love hanging out with you, but I just need a minute. I need to do some videos. I need to get into my zone. I just don't get quite into the same zone, when I'm hanging out with him. It's just not the same. I hope that makes sense. I love my husband. He's the best, but yeah. I also just need some Jamie time, I think, to get all nerdy and make videos for you guys on YouTube. This is for me as much as it is for you. It's super relaxing to do this. I just love I just love collaging. I just love sticking things to things. It's just my favorite. And Courtney gives us such amazing amounts of these beautiful illustrations that she does. She's such an inspiration to me. And you know, there's a lot of other artists too that I watch like all the time. I know I mention this in my videos all the time, and really the reason why I do that is it's my way of kind of like giving a shout out and giving thanks to some of you amazing people out there that I've spent my time with, and I've spent, you know, it's like you're kind of part of my passion. And I'm so glad to be able to share in that with you. That makes sense. All of you, everyone. Everyone at the same time. This is so cute, right? Oh my goodness. I don't want to cover up Walt's name there. How freaking adorable is this? Forever. I'm so happy. Let's put some more tape down. How happy is this? Oh my gosh. It's the best. So yeah, after this, I'm going to probably edit this video and get it uploaded. And then after that, I think I'm going to start on the taxes. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not looking forward to this at all. Maybe it won't be that bad this year. It just seems in the last couple of years we've owed more than it seems made sense. And so it's kind of a stressful time financially just because of the injury and the work situation and stuff, you know. So I'm like, if the IRS says I owe them hundreds of dollars right now, I'm going to be really sad. I hope not. I should know these things, huh? I should probably go into it already having a pretty good idea of what to expect, but I am struggling when it comes to some of that financial stuff. Like, I need to get up to speed on some things that I need to change to be more responsible when it comes to that kind of thing. Like, for instance, I need to check my credit score. It's been years, and I know it's a responsible thing to, like, know what it is. So, it's just hard. You know, if any of you have gone through, you know, something that's really, really traumatic and life-changing, it's really, really hard to do sometimes just normal things. Oh my god, that's so cute. I was gonna do this lady, but now I can see like neither one of those are really gonna fit on here, which is fine because I could use it somewhere else. This is so cute though. I'm so happy. Okay. I was looking for my snarky chit chat stickers, and I have not found them yet. So as far as that goes, I was gonna put another snarky saying on this, but like I did on the front. But I might not, because I don't know where they are. I found my other chit chat stickers, but not the snarky ones. My stuff is in chaos right now. It's just such a mess. I don't know where anything is. Alright, I'm missing something that I was gonna put on here. Where is? Oh, it's right here. Did I put this yet? No. Oh yeah, I did a little bit right there. Alright. Do this. There we go. Put it up to the edge. Isn't this tape awesome? Love it. I ran out of this when I did actually ran out of this particular tape when I did the front. That was, if I remember correctly, that was the very last of it that I had used. And then I found a new set, a replacement set in Tuesday morning. I think, yeah, it has to be $3.99 on Tuesday morning. What are the odds? Because this was the first set I ever got, so I'm running low. And then I ran out of this one, and I was like, I was in Tuesday morning one day, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I haven't gotten Dina's newest washi yet, but I will. I haven't really been buying art stuff, you know, because of the situation. You know what I mean? Like, and also I have so much stuff, so I've been really focusing on just using what I have, and I've also been drawing a lot. Like, since I've been working from the couch, all of this time I've just been drawing like every day, mostly. So just playing with watercolors and just various things. I think that's a little wrinkly, but like I don't mind. I think that's pretty good. Let's look at this other side. That's so freaking cute, guys. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just kind of get this brush a little bit wet to try to make this an even coat of the matte medium, the matte gel, without ripping the paper, I hope. Because this is just, these cutouts are just from regular printer paper, copy paper, so it's pretty thin. How cute is this? Oh my gosh. I'm in love with it. Alright, alright. There. So, I think, you guys, we can call this a freaking success. I'm so happy. I was able to get hubby out of the house. I was able to do a video, a flip through, and a little quick creation of some collage goodness before he came back. That's awesome. I think it's good. I love it. The only other thing I'm thinking is to put something right there. I wonder if, let's look if I can find, oh, I've got stuff falling out of the book, my bad. Something small. Be the answer. Huh. Does that seem perfect or what? I'm gonna do it. I mean, because, yeah, I have, you know, I'm just going to cut this out instead of tear it, I think, too, just to make it quicker. Be the answer. Short and sweet. And I'll have the cover over it, so whatever, you know, this stuff stays pretty protected under that cover. And honestly, I love this journal. If anybody, you know, I've gotten a couple of questions about this particular journal. And I hope that if any of you were wondering about, you know, on the fence about getting this particular journal, I would say absolutely go for it. I love it so much. I actually want to get one in the smaller size to use for a work journal. I just think it's awesome. It's durable. It takes everything I throw at it, and it's real portable. So I mean, I don't ever leave home without this thing. You know, I have my little travel kit of pens and supplies. Oh gosh, this is so perfect, you guys. Sorry, I know I keep cutting myself off. How cute is that? Be the answer. I'm going to leave it just like that. All right. Anyways, trying to finish my thought, my sentence. For any of you who were just like on the fence about, you know, whether or not this journal was going to be a good fit for you, if you were doing a faux Bonici or if you're just doing daily journaling, paper's super thin. It's really smooth, and I just love it. If you don't mind it getting crinkly and, you know, just being a little bit different, then I think it's just awesome. And I'm really hoping, I mean, the test will prove on whether or not it will take me through the end of the year without falling apart. So that's my goal. So I'll probably do another flip through, maybe in another 3 months. If you have any questions, let me know. If you liked it, let me know. Oh, I'm already messing this up. Whoa. See, you gotta pay attention. Don't be like me. Pay attention to what you're doing. All right, that's it, guys. Ooh. I gotta stop touching this because I'm ruining it. There's a pro tip. Leave it alone and let it dry, and don't touch it again until it's fully dry, so you don't rip it. I have a little bit of a mess there, but that's okay. It's like you won't even notice it after it's all dry. All right, that's it. Hopefully I won't stay away for so long again as I did this time. I am setting a few different April goals, and one of those goals is to do a weekly video. And I really just want to make that commitment and stick to it. So that is my plan for April. And I hope, what is this from? And I hope that I can make that happen. Oh, it says little, I'm like, I don't understand what ripped. See, I just wasn't paying attention. I know I said to, like, do this without ripping the paper. And I got all sloppy and I ripped the paper. Oh, no! Yeah, it's seriously falling apart, you guys. Anyway, it'll be cool. I'll fix it. I'll fix it, I promise. There we go. I'm going to leave it right there, wait for everything else to dry, and then probably add some matte medium once it's not so wet. Because really, every time I touch it right now, it's just going to shred more. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. And I hope you enjoyed it. And let me know if you have any comments, questions, whatever. Just say hi if you'd like. I always like hearing from you guys. And happy Sunday. I hope you're having a nice weekend, and I will see you next time.